What's up, Manna Church? It's Chris, and I'm the lead pastor of Manna Church right here in hopefully sunny Fayetteville, Fort Bragg. We don't know how the day is going to go. I've enjoyed being with you this week for Morning Manna. And this week, we've talked about the benefits of listening. And I think that's such a vital topic because of how loud our world is today. Opinions, news stories, social media feeds, marketing, blah, 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 blah. It all competes for our attention by out-shouting everything else. And our tendency can be to join right in by shouting along. And we tend to speak before we listen, and when we listen, we aren't fully engaged with our eyes, and we can even tend to ignore the right voices and just listen to the loudest ones. I saved this final statement for last, but I think it's the cherry on top of this conversation on listening. We have to close our mouths. Today's talk is simply titled, Shut Up. Okay, see you, bye. I'm just kidding. Proverbs 10:19 says that where there are a multitude of words, sin is, are you ready for this? Unavoidable. But whoever is wise holds their tongue. Wow, where words just flow and flow and flow, sin is unavoidable. You can't avoid it. It's going to rear its ugly head. So what do the wise do? They keep quiet. There's another verse that speaks directly to this point, and it's in Proverbs 17:28. It says, even a fool is considered wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongue. Now the converse, the flip side of this, is even a wise person is considered a fool if they can't shut up. That one stings a bit because if we're honest, we feel like the most important voice in the conversation is our own. We're unique and image bearers of God, and so that means we're important to Him, and all of that is true, but I wonder if our voice is always the one that needs to be the loudest. Do we always have to be the ones who snap back on social media? Does our post always need to be the one that everyone reads? Is it possible that any of the other nearly 7 billion people in the world have any wisdom that we might gain? When my kids and I talk about this, when we're talking about this from Scripture, we start by reviewing how we gain wisdom. We get wisdom and learning and insight through instruction, correction, and observation. So which of these three things include us doing a majority of the speaking? I asked them that. How are you going to on-put this stuff with your mouth open? Think back to your time in school. When you're being instructed, should your mouth be open? What about being corrected? When we've done something wrong and we need to fix it, should our mouths be the ones open? And observation, how much good scientific learning and observation is done when your mouth is open? To be fair, if you're doing words-based research, that's called qualitative research, and you're the one doing the talking, real scientists, not news anchors or political scientists, would toss out your research as invalid. To make observational learning, you must be quiet and let the learning and the data speak for themselves. It's a tough word, but we must improve, and I believe that we can. Listening is a key component to empathy. Another talk for another day, but if we want to be bridge builders, helping people find Jesus and helping the world reconcile itself one to another, we have to listen. When we listen, we learn to speak in a way that others will hear. Listen to me, biggest point of the whole week. In order to have a voice that others listen to, you have to learn to speak in a way that they will hear, and you only can learn that by listening. I love you, Manna Church. If this has helped you or you have an idea of a series we could do for Morning Manna, I'd love to hear from you. Email me at contact@manna.church. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow for Manna Live at all our sites and Manna Online on the website and YouTube channel.